So the autosave happens right before this thing takes off. And you can see I have everything done for this. It's all been delivered. That's what this means. I've already designated the pods to deliver it all. I should be getting 36,000 credits. I'm also, before this thing takes off, already getting 60 for the futures collateral. So this flat out doesn't complete. Now, the thing I'm thinking of is maybe it's because it doesn't have power, which is a really stupid thing to have happen. So I'm going to go ahead and have this be a full priority thing. That's going to suck the power yeah, right there. It's going to go ahead and confirm that. And it looks like, yes, that's why. Okay, so if this thing does not have power, the replacement pod will not land. And this is, once again, one of those situations where it's just stuck here and it hasn't lifted off yet. So that thing right there is, yeah, that's kind of screwed up. It's already bugged. Wow. So visually, there's going to be a pod here all the time, is what I'm seeing here. So we're going to say that this thing has 100%. Let's go ahead and shut that down because we don't need it. We can shut this down too, just to help save power a little bit here. We're going to give 100% of our power to this. And we're going to fill this up and keep it powered. And we're going to see if this contract completes now. But it looks to me like that visual bug that happened over there is already affecting this one. So we're going to have yet another pod just sitting here doing nothing, which is not actually there, but it's going to look like it's there all the time. Hopefully that's not the case, but it definitely looks like that's going to be the case. If that lifts off, what happens? Do I get it? No, it is actually bugged because this got the 138 concrete and it didn't actually lift off. So because it didn't lift off, it's not going to complete. And the only way for me to get rid of this thing is to tear the whole building down. And honestly, that's like not something I want to do. That sucks. All right, I've reloaded the game so many times now, I don't even know how many times, trying to redo this flight control center to get it to work. And I just did a really small test contract just to see if it would work with one pod. And it does. It actually works with one pod. So I'm pleased to report that the flight control center at least works with one pod. But now we're going to try it with more than one pod. So I've got World Relief Welfare Committee here. We're going to test it out on a concrete contract. And they're going to pay us $89,000 if we can deliver this many in 26 days. Okay, so that's all. It's usually a lot for drones to handle, but we're going to do it here. So let's accept this, and we're going to go ahead and send it now to the flight control center. And obviously, I need a lot because there's 18,000 there right now to deliver this on time. 16 day. I think this was 16 days. Was that the requirement here? 26 days. I think we have enough time to do the little ones, but if you have a time crunch where you're like really kind of under the gun there, then I can understand why you'd maybe want to go with a bigger one. I think that's cost of doing business. So if you really need to deliver it quicker, then I think using bigger pods makes a little bit more sense. Okay, anyway, so we're going to send it with all the little ones here, and we're going to test it to see whether or not it works that way. So we're just going to go 1 2 3. There we go. 1 2 3. Done. 1 2 3. With holding shift, of course, for this. There we go. And that's it. So that's the last one would be 85. Okay, send. Now I've already preemptively placed a whole bunch of concrete on this belt so we can get it there in time. So now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna unpause it. It's gonna glitch just a little bit, and then I need to give this priority power so that it will call the ship down. Okay, so once it does that, ship has been called down. We can go ahead and unblock that output now, and the concrete can then flow through. Now, I think to deliver, large quantities of concrete for these types of contracts, it probably makes sense to upgrade the belts. So I'm going to upgrade these belts one more time all the way through. I guess there's 2 different sections to that one. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and I'll just hold shift for it. That makes more sense. Here we go. We're going to upgrade all these little belts here just to make it go a little bit faster all the way to here. Boom. And now we can deliver things a lot faster as it flows through. And you know what? Let's go ahead and unlock that. Lots more concrete flowing out of here, okay? Mobile drilling rig. Sends a cargo rover. Select the rover, blah, blah, blah. We did that. And then the docks allows automation, blah, blah, blah. You know what the thing it doesn't show me how to do? It doesn't show me how to tell where the resources are located. All right, so like I'm just gonna have to drill blindly, right? And so I'm again bringing the drill down. We're gonna get it to be really close, although I don't know if that really matters, but we're We're gonna get it to be really close to base, maybe just like right here, and then our truck will go back and forth bringing that stuff in. All right, so we'll be doing that. Now I need a little bit of cash before I can implement the plans that I've got planned for it, but at the moment you can see what the drones are up to. They're building more batteries, building more solar and stuff up here. I do want to prompt a few different jobs for these guys to do, and that would be batteries for now. So one battery there, one battery there, one battery here, and then I think we'll just stagger it. Yeah, we'll just put another battery there in a little bit. It's fine. With the poles being there, I don't care. We'll just connect that up and then make sure all of these batteries are connected to the grid. Yeah, you guys are going to go this way like that. And then we'll have you go down this direction. Let's go ahead and skip this song before it gets really, really stupid loud. And then let's have... I think everything's connected to the grid there. Yeah, the wiring's not the most elegant, but it is all connected as the one big grid. Okay, so all of this is now what the drones should be doing. There should never be any idle drones. They have things that they can do now. Apparently all they want to do is this, which I guess is understandable. Now a lot of those things aren't going to build until we get oh cool, multi-resource storage. Nice. We'll go ahead and grab the extractor mining upgrade next. I would like to close this so that we can start to accumulate some of the aluminum, and then that will allow me to build the things I need to build, because a lot of these things are going to be waiting on aluminum if I don't start collecting it. So let's go ahead and do that. We're also going to need to wait for modular frames for that one, and this one's just waiting for a control unit, which I can't afford yet until my delivery happens. I do have a contract in a truck that's out and about, and that's going to complete at some point. It's this one right here. We're bringing just 10 components, 50 plates, and 200 fuel, but the terms of the contract were too juicy to pass up. I couldn't help it. Like 160,000 for this stuff, plus I get the green science that I'm short on right now. I just had to do it. So there it goes. I don't know if that contract existed when we were first playing it, because I've been troubleshooting this stupid thing, and there's been another problem. I don't know if you guys have this. If you've ever encountered this problem, let me know how you solved it. Have you ever had your drones just all be idle and just not do anything at all? Like nothing. I had 18 drones idle. Yes, 18 drones were completely idle, and like 10 of them at least were right here. It was almost like they were trying to, you know, pick up slag or load slag into these, but there was already slag in them, and they were just sitting there doing nothing, despite having lots of things that they could have been doing. They just weren't. Have you guys ever had that problem? If you have, please let me know how you solved it. I would love to know. It's definitely something on my to-do list to fix. Okay, so I'm going to have this go all the way up here. I want the duralumin plate to start being delivered instead of doing it by drone. So we're going to have it go right through here. So right here and then up from here. How much is this going to cost me? We can actually just slap it right there, I guess. It's fine. All right, so this is 10K, and then there we go. We build that. All right, so now at least we can get this duralumin plate to start making its way. Yep. Make its way up there. We don't need to upgrade that or anything. These guys are not going to be creating it with enough frequency for it to matter. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we're still doing this. We're testing it out, right? Can we get there in time? That's the big question, though, is can I get there in time? So it is this quest right here, right? 19 days remaining. I don't know how much we've already delivered, but it should be pretty quick. The one thing I'm definitely noticing a lot of here is, again, they kind of earmark the delivery of these final resources. So you see, like, it's not going to take it from the belt, right? Because the drones have already said, no, guys, I got it. If I could just get the drones to not do anything, to not do this, that would be really great. I think they're just waiting for the control units. So I will get them. We have lots of batteries now. I will get them the control units that they need to build these two. And I guess they're trying to bring in the modular frames on one of these two. But as soon as that truck arrives at its destination, which has got to be any minute now. Right there. Yep. Here it comes. And it has reached its destination. And we have achieved our 160,000. Very juicy contract that was. Okay, I want to go ahead and buy the CPU control units. Yeah, right here. the CPU control units. They're just called control units, damn it. I want to buy these. So we'll buy these. And I got that contract done in time. Very nice. Drop that down. And then that's also a way to like alleviate our storage woes, right? Because of contracts, could concrete all being built up and everything. So let's go ahead and just kind of close this down, and all the concrete will work its way back into the system and put itself back into storage, is like I like, yeah. Okay, so if the driller's drilling, and indeed it be drilling, there's no rare earth minerals here, and I would really like to get a place with rare earth minerals, man. I think it's actually really important that we get rare earth minerals here. So let's move a little bit and see if we can't find a place with rare earth minerals. I would like to target that specifically if I could, because that gets actually, it looks to me anyway, like that gets separated, and I would like to see if we can do that before it fills up. So this thing has a 14,000 storage capacity in its cargo bay, and you can see right here, 22242 or whatever. So it's gonna fill up, and so when it fills up, that is when we need to, let's go ahead and not make this a top priority. The prioritization might be another reason why they're doing it, admittedly, right? I get that, but I've done those contracts in the middle of the day too, and they still don't do it. See, now 12 drones idle, so I'm gonna let them go ahead and do this now, and that should stop them, because now they'll want to go and do the regolith and stuff again. So okay, do we have 10 haulers? Yes, we do. Do we have no drillers? That's correct. Okay, so they have all the things. There we go. Lots of solar panels right there, right? We should be in great shape with power now. I don't think we have to worry about it anymore. And I don't know that, though. I guess we'll find out. I've added a lot of machines, and the only part that we're not, oh, we're out of CPU. We are indeed. Research to get a better CPU. Is that something? It might be in social. Where was this originally at? It's right here, and this data center is usually right here. Is it going to be in the same area? Carbon fiber factory upgrade. I would really like this. Wall-mounted plants. Oh, they don't produce organics. Yeah, I want something that produces more organics. Music box unlocks music box. Music station unlocks music box. Are you sure about that? Because I mean, if I had the CPU, I could totally place this right now. That's not locked. Maybe it was supposed to be locked, but it's not locked. Okay. We'll go ahead and build some more of these. That'll give them something to do as well, because I got plenty of microprocessors, so it's really just about getting that going. Where's my truck? Is it on its way back, or do I have to tell it to? It looks like I have to tell it to. Return to base, please. And then you're not getting, oh, you're not in place yet. All right, I want to see you. All right, so there's a little bit of rare earth going on there. And it looks like we've added some aluminum into the mix. That's pretty good. A lot of silicon, though, which is what we need. I need more silicon, but I would really like to have more rare earth metals. I'm going to adjust to put it right here instead. We're going to see. I want to get like a permanent mining spot where this thing can really give me a lot of rare earths, because I'm going to need them. I would like to really, hit that a little harder if I could. And then to get this down, we have to bring the regolith down, right? Oh, this isn't connected to power. Silly me. To be fair, it hasn't had any power all night, so fine. There you go. And you know what? We can just go ahead and upgrade you, get more in there. There you go. I'm pretty sure I did that before the cut before, but I had to redo it, right? So I had to start right from the very beginning of the video, man. All right, we've had enough for the aluminum. Let's go ahead and unlock that. Let that back out for the fuel producers. And then this doesn't have power now either, so there we go. And now we should be able to make even more fuel. Excellent. I've added more processing for aluminum as well. It looks like I'm probably going to need even more than this. I ran out of room, but it'd be nice if I get the smelter upgrade. Then I can go ahead and upgrade them again, right? It'd be nice. So is there another, there's another smelter upgrade, I think right here. Yeah. So once this extractor efficiency upgrade it happens, I think we'll put that ahead of... No, I want that growth speed. Yeah, I want that growth speed. Never mind. The cargo truck upgrade's not really that vital, though. So tell you what, why don't we do that? Yeah, and then I want the component factory upgrade, too, because I would rather make them fast as I can, right? Make them faster, but not necessarily require people. That'd be really nice. I can also get another machine, of course. I'm just trying to avoid doing that. But at this point, since once I have the CPU, I think I probably will. Yeah, and then we should actually allow this to... Yeah, we should allow that to go up to the top, right? I think so. We should allow that to spread out like that instead. What do you want? Concrete, silicon, plate. I have all of these things, and you're going to give me a good... It goes to Earth. All right, I'll accept that. We can accept that. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead, Himisco, and we'll say, you're going to give me 112,000 for these. Is pretty good. We're going to be sending you to the flight control center. You're going to be taking all my concrete first, okay? At least that's what you'll do first. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say send. Then I'm going to unpause so that it actually sends that one. So we get that one sent first. Then I can go ahead and unlock that. Send that stuff out that way. Very good. And now that that one is definitely the one that's down, we'll go ahead and tell them to do the second one. And the second one will have the rest of the concrete plus the silicon. And it doesn't hold all of the silicon, unfortunately. So we will have to dial that back just a little bit. Yeah, like that. There we go. That's the second one. We'll take the rest of the concrete plus the silicon. And then we'll be able to control the order from there. It just all comes right down. Yep. Unblock this really quick just to let it go even faster. There we go. That should be good enough. Yeah, that should be good enough. The drones also will be doing it too. I can't really stop them, so whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get the silicon belt unlocked. I think right about now. Yep. Get that silicon belt unlocked. We'll go ahead and close this one down. There we go. Concrete's coming out, so it doesn't need any more. Aside from this one little drone that wants to bring the last one. Silly thing. Off it goes. Oh, look at our battery. Hey, look at our battery. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Output capacity is 1350. Our max consumption is actually 1676. So I do need more batteries. Wow. I mean, I didn't have any CPU, so I couldn't do it until now anyway. But still, now I have the CPU. So I'm going to go... Yeah. Let's take up some of that CPU. Let's use it. Get in there. Get some more batteries going. Yikes. Granted, keep in mind also, like my max consumption being 1676. So you have to take the 1350 that's from here, then add the 180 that my fuel generators down there are doing. Okay. So really my deficit isn't that much when I go to look at consumption. And then also keep in mind that this is 75 of that and it's off. This is 30 of it, which I should probably have it on. This is 55 of it, which is off for now. And then once the flight control center, I mean, it's 100, but you know, whatever. Silicon can now be shut down. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll let the titanium on the belt behind it. There we go. And then the titanium plate will be the last thing that we drop down, which I need to actually prompt it because I didn't do it yet. So tell them to send the remainder of the resources for the final load right here. Yep, that should be all of it from there. Boom. So now this thing will land and take... it already has all the silicon. It's already full. Very cool. Now, with this money, I should probably upgrade this belt just so stuff can get ejected a little bit faster. I didn't really think that was necessary because it's still like an overflow belt. But, I mean, you know, whatever. I mean, if it slows down the deliveries because it's waiting for the extras to get out of the way, I guess. But I don't really think it's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and close that. All right, so there's like a little bit of micromanagement to it, but we definitely can complete contracts faster if they're sent to the flight controller, right? That definitely does help speed everything up. Does it still serve as a... It does, even when it's powered down. Okay, cool. So we have 17 days of power now. We can last through the entire night. That's really great. There are 3 modules offline. I know this. And then there's an insufficient battery output. We require 1551, but we only have 1350. Now add 180 to the 1350, and we're very close, right? So these batteries right here will definitely do it for me. Okay, let's bring this truck over here, and I want to see what you're doing. So it doesn't look like you're getting hardly any rare earths at all. Yeah, you're not. Damn. If you know how to tell. I'm recording in advance though, but maybe I'll pause recording on this and see if I can gauge you guys. I am actually asking you for help now. Is there a way for me right now? And if it's just a future thing, or if it's like a research in the future or something, I probably should just look at it. But is there a way to tell where this shit is? Because I don't want to just be like aimlessly doing this, like blindly trying to find rare earths, you know? That's not what I want to do. Nobody wants to do this blind like that. So let me know if there's a way to do that. I see that it's in the system. I see that there's, you know, this exists. There's some setup here to do it, but I don't see any indicators whatsoever. Unless am I supposed to do something while this is open? I don't know. All right, so I got some more people. We're up to 15 now, and I know some of these guys are going to want a bar. So I'm going to go ahead and prompt a bar to be made here. I don't know whether or not this is going to have any major impact on my staff, but we're going to give it a shot. We're also going to come up to work mode here, and I appear to need to reset all of these things afterwards. So we're going to want them to work 60% of the time. I assume because it's this bright green color that this means that they're okay with this. That's what I think it means anyway. If I take away all their personal time, the colors usually indicate that that's a bad thing. And then I guess, I don't know. Maybe blue is just they feel worthless. I don't know. Maybe we'll go 70. Let's see how quickly they get, carried away here. Let's see how quickly the insanity goes up with 70% on this, okay? So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And they should be working a lot more often now, right? I've got them working on these over here. So we're going to be making a lot more organic so that we can get going on the carbon fiber a little bit faster. I've got them working over here so that we can make these components faster. I can't do anything about them here, so I really need that smelter upgrade. I think the smelter upgrade would be enormously helpful for me. Well, maybe not as helpful as I think. I think really what it is just keeping the power on would really be helpful for me too. So otherwise you get things like this where they're just sitting here not doing anything. And that's, that's why there's no ore in there. That's why there's no ore in the system, right? So I think it's probably more that than anything else, which again, I've been working on it, right? I've been doing what I can do to make sure that we can get our grid to be a lot more stable. And I'm going to add even more batteries over here, and my minions will, I hope anyway, spring to life and come over here and bring all these resources. We'll just randomly connect that just to keep it, yeah, just to create some kind of loop there. I don't know. We'll see if that even matters. And then why don't we go ahead also and grab yet another solar panel? We'll just put 2 in here. Why not? And then we'll just make sure it's connected. There we go. And so the drones have lots of things to build now related to our power infrastructure. Okay. Checking on the driller. I want to see if it's doing anything. Let's start drilling right here. Again, I just want you to find rare earths, and I don't know how to find them. I don't know how to tell where resources are. I wish there was an interface for that. Like I said, we have this. All right, I know that there's this, but it doesn't show me anything. It doesn't give me any information whatsoever about where this stuff is. I guess it's not implemented yet is the only thing I can think of. I guess the only other idea for that, I suppose, would be that it's research. Like I have to go further down engineering or something, right? Maybe there's research in the future that'll help me do that. I haven't really seen that yet. Maybe going fundamental will explain something to me. I don't know. Maybe there's something in here. Right here. MDR upgrade cargo bay. Okay, so it allows it to haul more. Mining efficiency allows it to reduces the amount of slag in the extracted regolith by 25%. That's pretty good. Mining speed upgrades. Okay, so there's MDR upgrades in here. That's nice. I like that. M5 ice harvester. The rocket M5 ice harvester. There's all sorts of stuff in here, man. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And so this is the part where I think, yeah, research is, I think, more important than I let on. I know in the beginning I said that, you know, I don't see a reason to buy research. It seems really stupid to buy research. I think at the beginning, you know, because you really want to get your production as high as possible on these basics, right? Concrete and steel and all the absolute essential elements. I still stand by what I said before, but I think at this point in the game for me, it does actually make sense to invest money into science. And there shouldn't be, if we expand things at the appropriate speed, which again, I don't think I have, if we expand things at the appropriate speed, I would say you should never be without a contract going to fulfill. I think it's very unlikely that with someone with a properly scaled production would not be able to find, you know, a contract in here that can be fulfilled. Now that said, what I think the game really could use, and this is just my own opinion here, of course, so that the player doesn't spend so much time sifting through all these contracts, right? What we could really use here, go with me on this, I think you'll agree, filtering. Like, show me contracts that involve this resource. That would be very helpful, because if I have a lot of fuel, or I have a lot of concrete, or whatever, I don't really want to do this. Nope, they don't have one for fuel. Oh, there's fuel. I found it on the second try. Cool, but let's say I want to sell microprocessors. All right, well, nothing there. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. I would like to just say, show me contracts where they want microprocessors and have it filter it for me. I think that would be fantastic. I can't believe that's not in the game. How many different companies there are to work with and you haven't put filters in place? That's gotta happen, man. So I really hope that that comes in the future because I think it's desperately needed. I'm going to say 10 days is something I can easily fulfill here with concrete. And we can get rid of 1437 concrete for a relatively small amount of money, I guess. I will go ahead and just do this. I'm holding shift. There it goes. I will just do this really quick and continue. I'm going to move things around with the miner and see if I can't find some more of the rare earth stuff. I would really like to drill in a place where the minerals are found. All right, so the driller is full, completely full, and it can't do anything anyway. It didn't find any more rare earth minerals, unfortunately. So I probably should go back to that spot where I could actually find them before. That'd be really great. But we have a pretty good assortment of things in here. There's a lot of regolith, so we need to bring that regolith back to where we are. And is there capacity for regolith? Well, I mean, maybe if I have 205,000 now with these different contracts. So I'm going to upgrade this belt. That's a lot of money, but now we have a lot more capacity on this belt. Yep, there we go. So we could enter some new regolith into the system here, and that's what I intend to do. So first thing I want to do is I want to get a truck to go and do the thing I needed to do. So we're going to have this truck leave the base. So get out of here. I wasn't sure how exactly it had to work, so you know, I had to leave the base is what we're going to do. Now I should have modular terminals available. I have 39 of them left. I have 87 microprocessors. Man, I'd love to sell these things because I can't use them for anything. Now I always go to the buy. I always go to the wrong tab first. I don't know. No matter how many times I do this, I always go to the wrong tab first. But yeah, if I can find something better, I really like to be able to sell it. Like, this is cool because it's just 2 of them, and it's the science that I get, right? So that's kind of cool. But really what I'd like to do, I think, is just get a whole lot of money and then pay for the science, right? I think I'll concede that at this stage of the game, that does seem like the better fit for it. I don't really want to buy any. I can't really do anything with this. I'd love to have more trucks too. So all of this is solved by just scaling earlier, right? And that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to play this until the end and hope that I can get the laser, but I'm just not very confident in doing so, and I'm prepared for the loss. But it would be really cool to try it again if I do fail and to implement all the things I've learned so far into getting this to be better on, right? Get going a lot further with it if possible. I think 58,000 is a reasonable amount for this. It's I don't get a bonus or anything, but I can still send it there, and it's fairly straightforward to do. So flight control center, we'll go ahead and send that stuff to there, and then we'll just open this up really quickly. There we go. Okay. So I think I don't want to say I'm done yet because I really want to find this stuff and have this this truck work. So where's this truck? It just left the map. Okay, so let's go back to the map screen. And what I want you to do is I want you to get here. Now, I believe it's this. Yeah, you right-click this. I did have a conversation with some people beforehand on this particular element, so I know how to do it. So we take this, we right-click, we say pick up resources. And now it's going to go and get them. Now, I don't know whether or not it's able to drill and find rare earths or not because it's, you know, it's not ready yet. But what I do know is with the 130,000 that I have, we can set up what we need. So we know the truck is going to drop them off here. All of this is currently set up so that we will have, and apparently that is not set up correctly. What happened? Why? Why did you get reset? I've already done this. All right. We want this to be regolith, rare earths, and fuel. Okay? And that's it. Nothing else goes this way. So when the stuff gets unloaded here, that's the direction it will go. Over here, regolith, rare earths, and the fuel will then come out here. And then when it does, it'll end up going this way and make its way over to his, okay? So the goal is to get that stuff to be here, all right? Now, if we come down here, this is where it's going to come out. And this is going to be also, it works both ways, right? So we can bring things down with this too. So what I think I'd like to do, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to tear this stuff out. I'm going to tear this machine out and remove the storages. We're gonna rebuild this essentially. So let's get this stuff done. And what we want to see here is I want this stuff to come out like this. All right. It's going to come underneath. It's going to come out on... Ooh, maybe this isn't the right side for this. Maybe it's not the right side for this. Because there's no room there. Maybe, oh, you know what? If I come out here, that'd be better. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. We're going to cancel these. Okay. We're going to take this. We'll come down a little bit. That'll solve it. So we'll be here and then here. Now we're going the wrong direction. I'd rather go the right direction. Okay, I have it. I know what we're going to do. Because I get full refunds anyway, this is going to work better. We'll just go this way. We'll say, you come down and go in there. All right, and then what will happen now is this is going to come out here. Yep, and then over. Okay, so this will come over like this. Yeah, right there. Comes out here. Yep. And then from there, it's going to go up. Comes out here. And now we need to figure out how it's going to get onto this belt. We're going to get all that regolith to join this belt right here. So to do that, I'm going to have... I think I'm going to have it pop out right here. Okay, then it's going to go underneath again, and it will pop out right here. That's pretty close. I can always shift this up, but I did want to have room for another one of these in case I need it for the future stage. All right, we can adjust this a little bit differently. Let's actually get rid of this instead. I like this better. So you will go here and then here, and then you'll go to the storage. And so because you're now going this direction to storage, we're going to need this belt to be here like this. So this is the one going under now. Yep, like that. Build all of those. Upgrade that, and upgrade that. And this. There we go. Everything's all upgraded again. Everything should work now. Hope so. There we go. All right, now this belt will now connect here. All right, and then what we want to see is we're going to come off of this and stick into here. All right, I'm going to just max these out so that it doesn't slow it down. There we go. So what we get out of this, and I probably will need an upgrade on this belt too. So let's just do that because I'll probably need it. There'll be enough stuff coming through here where I think it'll be a good idea to do it. Yeah, I don't know about upgrading the whole belt, but I guess there's no point in upgrading up there if you're not going to upgrade the rest of it, right? So fine, we'll upgrade the rest of the belts too, and we'll get this one upgraded. Yeah, and then this one too. Okay, so all that stuff is upgraded now. So what will happen at this point, I believe, is the truck will grab it, which it may have already started doing. It may have already done this. Is it already? It's already here. Okay. So it's done this. It's gone in and grabbed. It's got 3,900 regolith and 9 rare earth minerals. I would really hope that future loads would have a lot more rare earth minerals. Okay. That stuff's going to come down this way. And man, I think it would be really nice if this did get upgraded, but I just don't know if it's worth the cost, man. It's a lot of regolith. That's the thing. Like, if you're going to be going back and forth with that thing, it's just not going to ever get... There's going to be so much regolith in here that it'll fill up and it won't come. So, I think... Let's see what side it wants to come out first, because I don't even know. But underneath, we already know where it's coming from. And we want this to be configured correctly. So, you are going to send rare earths that direction. Okay? And then you're going to send regolith that direction. All right, there we go. Now, the other thing about this is that we have another situation here, right? Where we're sending fuel this way. If for some reason we get fuel as a resource on the map somewhere, we want fuel to be redirected into here. Well, what we could do, if I could get this out of the way, I could just bring it over and branch it over. But I think what actually happens here is that the conveyor elevator serves as a splitter as well, as a merger or whatever. So if the fuel comes in here, it's already programmed, right, to come out this way. Settings are already telling it to come this way. But we can say only fuel and carbon fiber come out of here so that the regolith and stuff doesn't also come out of here, right? We don't want that to happen too. So this is only going with these two resources to leave. Right, so that's the only thing that happens. Everything goes in, but the only things that come out this side are those things. Okay, and then if we come down here, where'd it go? Yeah, right here. If we come down here, we have this out, all right, and we only want rare earths and regoliths to come out of this. So now what we should see, and that's fuel right there, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, I think fuel came in and came out. So that's what we wanted to avoid. So now that I've got that set correctly, that shouldn't happen anymore. So we may have a fuel situation where fuel's stuck in here somewhere. We'll have to look at that if it happens. All right, so with this, I think maybe just maybe, we probably want to move. Well, maybe we don't need to move it. I think it might be fine, actually. So I want the rare minerals refinery. I want 2 of them, okay? We're going to line them up so that they are right next to the belt. And we can maybe get 3 of them in the future, but we're just going to go 2 of them for now. Yeah, and we'll build them right next to each other. Yeah, there's a belt sitting there. That's fine. We'll just do this right here for now. If I want to move it later, I can move it later. I think, yeah, it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Make sure the slag belts are connected. There we go. Slag belts are connected, and then we need a storage. Now this came out here, so we can really distribute it any way we want, but we still need that storage, I think. So I would like to grab this resource storage, and maybe we'll do large. We could do large. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna have that much, but we might bring in a lot from the map, and if we do, then we're gonna want a large storage, I think. So why don't we do a large storage right here? That's a big boy. And then it'll come this way, and it'll get deposited there, and then it comes out this side, and we'll cut it quick this way. That way we can be flexible later, like that. It's a little bit of belt spaghetti there in that case, but this large bulk storage is going to store rare earth elements. So if we get a lot of rare earth elements, that's what's going to happen, and that's fuel, so we'll drop that down to the ground. Actually, I don't know what that was. It looks like it was carbon fiber. Oh, right. Carbon fiber is also coming into here, right? It comes through here. So yeah, we wanted to make sure that doesn't happen, and now it shouldn't happen. But if we end up with carbon fiber on that belt, it'll just get stopped right here anyway, and we'll just, you know, get it off the belt. It's fine. But we shouldn't have that problem anymore because of our permissions that we have now. All right, so I can see the truck. It's already taking off. Now, where is it coming out? It looks like this regolith, it came out this side. Of course, because of course it did. Of course it did. Anyway, it should also be going this way. So we want to see it happen. No, it's not coming out. What's the deal here? 3990 regolith. Wait, is this like a... All right, so these things have like individual... You have to be on the right one, I guess. Well, that's a bit silly, don't you think? So is doing this little tiny parts at a time. That's pretty silly too. All right, well, I guess the regolith is going to do that now. So it comes that direction. We'll upgrade this whole belt so that it goes a little faster down here. And then once it gets to this point, it will then head towards like so. All right, we're going to have it go a little bit faster. And so now we have, these must be the rare earths, right? So they came a little bit ahead. And then the rest of the regolith came up behind it. And so now we want to see it not come this way. And it didn't. Good. So we want to come down here. Let's check and make sure it's working okay. So this is going this way. Yep, there we go. It goes right through here. Right through here. And we should end up with rare earths going this direction. There we go. Probably want to upgrade that so it's not so slow. It's going to be this belt, actually. Yeah, I need to do it in little chunks now because I already did partial upgrades. There we go. It's a little flow that way. Now, it kind of just barely got out of the way, but we shouldn't have that problem anymore when this happens. But look at the regolith. It now enters into the system right here, and now this area is just super full. Feels good, man. All right, now if this ever gets out of whack and it's just way too much, then another thing I could do is deviate and have this come off and then enter on this side, and then it'll use the extra capacity on this side. But what I really want to do, of course, is just get additional things going on this side, right? That's what I would really like to do. And for some reason, this is still not on. Is it like a prioritization issue? Tell me you have power. I'm gonna make you high priority. Can you actually work? I don't get it. Did I disconnect power somewhere? I do this, right? I do that sometimes. I didn't do it this time, though. This is totally connected. It just refuses to work. Oh, you know what it might be? I bet the deposit is depleted. Hold on. I think that's a depleted deposit. I think we used it all up. It's gone. There's nothing there. And then we get full refund on the belt. That's nice. But there's nothing there. Wow. We got through an entire deposit already, guys. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? I think that's pretty nuts. There we go. This little section needs upgraded at least. Urgent contract. They want 10 composites, which isn't a big deal. I have 2 of them. I can buy 8 more. No big deal. We have lots of aluminum. We have lots of fuel. They want to do this on the moon, though, but there's a 40% bonus on it. I feel like it's worth it. We should do it. Let's accept this one. All right. We're going to go. Obviously, one of our trucks is dedicated to doing this. Are you actually getting more? I want you going this way. Dispatch to mine here. All right. You can move this way. If the truck can find you, right? We'll have the truck find you. It's fine. But now we have regoliths coming in from other places, so that's really nice. And then if we ever do deplete these deposits, then there's only. I mean, I feel like we're probably getting close to depleting some of these, especially if we doubled up on them. Like this one here, only 20,000 units left. I guess it's not 5,000 units left here. So we're definitely going to deplete that one pretty quickly here. Yeah. So that's another part of the game, right? Is like if you deplete all these things and you still haven't obtained the objective, then chances are you've just been inefficient. And I think I have. I've been inefficient, and I would like to fix it. I would like to do better next time. I really do. I really think it's going to take a next time to really see the end of the game. Come on back for the next one. Another video after this. We are mining on the surface of the moon now. That's happened. And Our truck is going to bring back more regolith, more rare earth stuff. Hopefully, I'll read your comments and see. Hopefully, you guys can tell me, how the heck do I know where stuff is? Is it like, what do I have to do to get that? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.